Hey, thank you for taking this time out of your busy schedule to have this conference with me today about your child, Colin. Colin has shared with us that he loves mom and dad and that his parents love him so much. He's just a sweet boy. He has shared his loving kindness that y'all have instilled in him with all those around him. Um, he's been helping others when he can. He's been working really hard. He's just a joy to have around. So every day, Colin is bringing to the table his determination to improve himself when possible. He makes an effort every day to work hard. He follows the school rules and the classroom rules consistently. He works well with others. He shows that he loves to learn. And even though it's been a little rough for him, he still makes the effort as just as much or even harder than some. Over the last 9 weeks, we have been collecting data on his progress over word recognition, vocabulary knowledge, reading, and comprehension. Here I can show you that Collins has had about a 40 percentile in his word recognition, 30 in his vocabulary knowledge, and his reading comprehension has 28. The goal for all the students is a 50 percentile. We've been monitoring Colin's vocabulary knowledge development, and his baseline was a 30. But throughout this week, it's been varying and going up and down. He's even dropped down to a 25, as you can see here on the graph, and then, just up and down is where it's been going. Since we have started early on intervention, we are seeing that we need to start a new strategy to help Colin. I've been collaborating with a few of the other educators and professionals on this, and this team has prepared a new goal and a strategy to support Colin in his learning. So far, do you have any questions or any things you would like to add? If not, and you feel that during this conference, during this meeting, that if any time you want to share anything or ask a question, please feel free to do so. I want you to know that we're on the same page, and that is to give Collins all the support and the skills needed to succeed. The intervention team members will consist of the paraprofessional, Mrs. Long, who he adores, Mrs. Harrison, who is our literacy interventionist, and we also have included our special education teacher, Mr. Lane. We have involved him to help us monitor and determine if there are any dyslexia issues. But as for the moment, Mr. Lane is not seeing any significant signs for dyslexia. So we are okay on that part for now. So in this new intervention, we've suggested to alter our concentration on Colin's reading comprehension to provide Collins a way to see relevant connections between the vocabulary and the text. We will include a strategy called reciprocal teaching. And through this, there's going to be collaborative dialogue between Colin's teacher and his peers. The reciprocal learning will help Colin better understand what he's reading because it will help him think critically about the text. We want his goals to reach the 50 percentile, which is right now at 28, and we're going to be working on that. We feel that this will help with his vocabulary. We will keep the data on a weekly basis to clarify what progress is being made. This will actually be done over our interventionist, Mrs. Harrison. She'll keep the data and collect it and let us, in on that, and we'll provide that information for you also. Mrs. Long is going to provide support in group work, and I will provide support in the group work and individualization. We will work in small groups, whole groups, and provide any support that he is needed for him. And Mr. Lane is going to be present with Mrs. Harrison to observe and make sure that there are no areas of concern, such as dyslexia or anything else. They will have an intervention with Colin about 5 times a week for 30 to 40 minutes. And if we see that we need to expand the minutes, then we'll do so. And we'll notify you with that. So now we do have 2 ways that we can get your support at home for Colin. It'll support his literacy skills with his intervention goals. Now we know that reading to our children helps them. So um, reading to him is going to let him, going to help him. And then you can try to let him read, have part and take in reading on that also. You can ask him questions like we do here, to provide his critical thinking skills to, to work more. If he does not understand a word or something, you can, trying to comprehend it, read it to him, look up the words that he's not understanding, explain that to him a little bit. And that's how, we're going to develop those skills. The reading can be about 10 to 15 minutes. It doesn't have to be long. Another thing you can also try is to use the app's ABC Mouse, which has over 850 lessons in there. It shows any progress of the level that he's making. There is also another one called IXL, and it teaches the students key word learning strategies like using word parts or context clues to determine the meanings of unfamiliar words. And it helps build, the grade appropriate reading comprehension. This has built-in questions and rewards, and it also shows progress reports. Okay, so now sometimes getting out from the home and the school environment is, good. It'll help. The outside resources that are good for learning can be the public library. I know that on Tuesdays we have a read aloud, an activity that Colin can get involved with, help him, to support him with, something outside of the school and outside of home to help him with that. The coffee shop has also opened up a little reading section where the people from the community can get together. This can give a different environment for his learning, and we want Colin to enjoy his reading, to feel comfortable, and to be engaged in his learning. So to celebrate some of this progress, we do sticker charts, and then when he's accomplished them, you can do this at home too. You can do a sticker chart if you would like. When he reaches the goal that you have set, he can receive a prize from the prize box. We also celebrate achievements by doing a little classroom march, chanting their name and their success in here. If you prefer another way to celebrate his success, there are plenty of options. Celebrating is going to help encourage Colin. We are going to continue to monitor Colin's progress and continue to give you any updates about the progress. We will send a progress sheet home or through the parent portal, which will be every 3 weeks. And then again, we can meet after the 9 weeks progress data has been collected. We do appreciate all that you do for him at home, because it really does show that in his learning, and it's really helping. We'll do all that we can here to help him succeed. And we do want you to remember that if you have any questions, we want you to please feel free to contact us. And we want you to have a blessed day. And thank you again for taking your time to come.